Hard work. Why is hard work important? Why is that an important value? Well, I think it's because the hard way ends up being the easy way. If you don't do the hard work necessary, then there's a feebleness to what you do. Nothing has steadiness. You can be swayed off of anything that you want to do. You can't really take the challenge. So I want you to learn to get a taste for hard work. It's very satisfying. And there's something about it is that once you've been doing hard work, in whatever realm it is, so we're going to do some hard work on the mat, but this is in every part of your life. Identify the hard work that, maybe it takes concentration, focus, steadiness, commitment. You focus on that hard work, and then over time, it brings this great ease because you have this bedrock of this reserve of the resource of your strength. Okay? So everything, you have to keep doing it, and it's about being steady. It's about doing things regularly. It's about discovering what you don't want to do and then making time for it and really doing it, and also discovering what's essential. So one of the things that's essential in a yoga practice and where you're going to get on the mat and do asana is that you need to create a foundation, a strong foundation. And it takes hard work to build that strength. So we have hard work. And so how do you do this? So you have to have commitment. And, the commitment means that you got to really choose that you're going to stick with it. Don't just, fly by and catch as catch can. You have to kind of make a plan. Make a plan and go for it. So I really suggest that you do this program regularly. Find what classes are, the right thing for you depending upon the situation you're in, and then keep coming back to them. Do them again and again. If discipline is like being a disciple, you're a follower. You have to find something that's worth it to follow, something that you can look to and you say, that's how I want to live. That's how I want to experience life. And then you've got to do the work of following. You can learn from something else. So it's not just about you doing things your way. It's about you saying, what is out there that I'm looking up to? Okay? So we're going to start here. We're doing our nice internal gazing, our setting of our intention. We're going to do hard work. We're going to do it with discipline, and we're going to commit. Reach your arms forward, fan your fingers wide, and then on an inhale, come on up to all fours. Good. And then stretch your left leg back, your right arm forward. And create your good foundation. And so you do that by whatever's touching the ground. It could be your right knee and your left hand. Paulina over here is doing this wonderful variation of it where she's going to keep the extended limb still on the ground for a little bit. I think that's really neat. But just think that you're almost like a spider's web. You're just going to hug whatever it is you touch when it comes to the ground. And then the stuff that's in the air, the right leg and the left arm, feel the inner arm and the inner leg getting longer. And shorten your core a bit. Take one more inhale, reach. On the exhale, hands and knees to the mat. And then try the second side. Right leg back, left arm forward. Good, so minimize a bit the arch in your low back. So the idea is that you want to have the pelvis not tip forward, so the frontal hip points are going to lift up and move towards the low front ribs. And this is just a key action of really containing in here. And then get longer, and the chin pulls up towards the back of the throat, so the back of the neck is nice and free, so your brainstem can be free. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, hands and knees to the mat. And then step back to the top of the push-up, plank pose. So you're just doing the same things you did with your hands and knees on the mat. You're creating support through the center, stabilizing the core. And for me, that means I'm going to use all my limbs for that. So I like to hug in the calves, hug in the triceps. Maybe drift forward just a bit. Sometimes when you get into a spot and you just make a little adjustment, everything pops. One more inhale here. Exhale, halfway down in a push-up, chaturanga. Feel free to put your knees down for this, but don't let your belly sag. Take one more inhale in chaturanga. On the exhale, lower all the way down. Good. And then we're going to do Cobra Pose. So slide your hands back until the wrists are underneath your elbows. Now, if you have issues with your wrists, if this is too much extension in the wrist, you can bring your hands forward